Well, this is Steve Hall in Nashville, Tennessee, here with the deck garden update. We're on a floating deck here at Elm Hill Marina, and Mama's roses are still looking pretty good. They're on their way to curling back down, and then all the leaves, or all the petals I should say, will fall off. And then in about, I don't know, 30 days or so, out comes another batch of roses. So they're really slick. These are these raspberries that I transplanted into big 30-gallon grow bags, and see if they'll take off. They're taking a little while. They're kind of stunted for a little while I transplanted them. I bought them at a shop here in town, and the neat thing about it is we've been picking berries off of here. We're still getting a few. Mama's been gobbling them up as fast as I can pick them, obviously. And let's see here, we got another one hiding back here. So we're getting a few berries every day, and there's a bunch more on there. You can see all the berries that are growing out. So it's doing pretty good. There's one more little bead right there. Boy, they taste delicious. So once we get a bunch more going, this is all new growth, see? This won't produce until next year. This is some of the new shoots. But the other ones, they must have kept them in the nursery for 2 years before they sell them to you, because they already are producing berries. And as the garden update goes over here, the main garden, in answer to my question, yes, every one of these little blooms is becoming a blackberry. Say it, every single one of them. Once the blooms disappear, it looks like there was nothing going to happen, because they get kind of brown, like they're dying out or something like that one right there. But here comes the berry. I can't wait till these turn into just nice big blackberries, because there's a gazillion blooms on all these blackberry bushes, and I am just tickled to death about that. And you remember my blueberry bushes over here that didn't have any green shoots on them at all. Look at all the green stuff coming out everywhere, and that'll all be berries this year. There's plenty of berry blooms, but they'll be doing great. I let my cucumbers back here go ahead and dry out, because they were kind of yellow, and when I let the water run out and didn't put no water in them, they're starting to turn green now. So I'm going to leave them without water for a while, just until they get nice and green and plush, and then I'll top water them enough to soak down to the tub so that the wicking system starts again, and then I'll fill the tub. But in the meantime, I'm not going to give them any more water. But the tomato plants are clear up to the 3rd ring, and I got tomatoes down underneath the bottom branches. See, look at the cucumbers out here. Oh, goodness gracious. They took right off. So I guess it's just back there that maybe the rain running off that back fence that filled the grow bags a little too much or something. I got a few more little tomato plants that somebody gave me to set out. I'm going to give them to my son Stevie so he can put them in his grow bag garden that he's doing, and he should be over today to pick them up. Believe it or not, these peppers are doing great, and we're already getting peppers on them back there. I don't know if you can see that little guy hiding down in there or not, but little yellow banana peppers are already starting to pop out. So we couldn't be happier here on the floating garden in Nashville, Tennessee. Everything is looking great, and my goodness gracious, I got to show you one other thing. I got to find out what these little bushes are, because I have never seen so many blueberries on one little teeny bush. There's way more blueberries than there are leaves. I just never seen it. I hope they all produce big. I hope they all puff up. They're doing pretty good. These are down here. They're already getting up to pea size. So the size of a pea would be good, but I'll take the size of a dime too. So we'll see what happens to them little blueberry bushes. They're like a little, I wish I'd have kept the tag on them, because they are, I'm gonna put a little bit of Epsom salt in my water and mix it up, and then water them with that. Larry says that kind of gives them a kickstart, you know. And I added a little more soil to my big tubs over here, because they were kind of down a little ways. and everything's looking great. Couldn't be happier. Raspberries are starting to put out some berries, and the blackberries are putting out berries, and the tomatoes are hiding tomatoes underneath the bottom branches. You can't see them right now, but they're under there. Well, I'll give you a quick peek. There is some tomatoes under here, and I'm walking around here barefoot, so I'm kind of hobbling over these little bumps. And I just noticed today, down underneath this plant here, there's a nice sized tomato hiding in there. See him? Check on your bottom branches. See, all up here, no tomatoes, but down under here, little clusters of tomatoes. So last year, and I mentioned it on a previous update, I never checked down under the bottom branches, and that's where the tomatoes show up first. So as you're looking at your tomato plants in your garden and you don't see any tomatoes, get out there and lift up those bottom branches and peek up underneath there, and you'll see tomatoes that turn nice and ripe before the top ones even get up to size. So don't miss out and let them rot. Anyway, this is Steve Hall in Nashville, Tennessee, sending this up to my brother Larry Hall, the rain gutter grow system man himself, in Brainerd with my garden update for today. Everything is looking good, and man, these cucumbers up front have got little baby cucumbers on them already, and they're doing great. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.